You need a good P&C agent, so property casualty. Make sure they understand. I used to be a P&C agent, and there's a lot of stuff to insure on a farm. Do you have coverage for no rain? Do you have coverage for hail? Do you have coverage for, not just crop insurance, right? But do you have coverage for the snow that's going to collapse the roof on the building that the insurance agent didn't insure because he thought it was too old? And the insurance agent never actually came out to your farm and walked you through your policy and pointed out every single building, every single piece of equipment. Do you have an umbrella? I'd had several clients in the last couple of years that some person following the tractor was not patient enough. I just talked to one a couple of weeks ago that he actually ended up being sued and held accountable for a lady that passed him on a hill, hit somebody head on, and killed him. He was held liable because he did not have his lights on, and the sun was just starting to go down. So it was totally light out, but he did not have his tractor lights on. Thank goodness he had $1 million liability policy and an umbrella, because they use the entire liability and umbrella, I believe. Make sure that your P&C agent is covering all those things. A lot of people don't know that they can have coverage on their cattle. They can have coverage for drought. And I get you could be premium to death, and a lot of people don't like that. But I've also talked to a lot of people that are in bankruptcy because they didn't have fire insurance and there was a fire. And so all of a sudden we lose our business, we lose our operation, whatever that might be. If you have a business on the farm, make sure that that business is covered through your personal policy. Because if I drive into your yard and you're selling direct-to-consumer beef and I get hurt and I was there to pick up beef, you probably have no liability insurance for that, because a business and the farm are two completely separate things to your insurance company. So I operate my business on my farm. And so I have to make sure that my farm liability is extended to my business. And so make sure that you're asking your P&C agent that. And then, of course, have a good life insurance agent. And on that side, just call me. Make sure you're not buying universal, variable, or indexed. Make sure that your person knows what the goals are in the future. I just talked to a lovely young lady yesterday. They have a massive operation. It's a big family operation, and they have insurance on the aunt that owns part of the operation. And she told me, oh yeah, she's got a universal life policy. I'm like, oh, what? She's 78 years old. Like, she's got a universal life policy? We looked at the policy. It is 1 year away from collapsing. So they're not going to have any death benefit on her, but yet we've paid all this premium. They had absolutely no idea. And at the same time, they have whole life policies on the kids, and they've doubled in cash value. And the death benefit is phenomenal because they're good old fashioned whole life. I'm like, this is how it should work. This is why we don't buy the wrong product. And then they had term insurance on dad, who is 77. And guess what? He's insurable, but nobody can get him insurance. And they had no idea that they weren't going to be able to do that. And don't go to your financial advisor for life insurance. Go to a life insurance agent. A financial advisor is just going to go, oh, what kind of rate of return can we get with that? It's not about that. It's about using it for estate planning. It's about making sure we can use it for banking if we want to. I mean, there's so many things encompassing that, but go to the expert, and the expert that also understands your industry. Oh my gosh. I honestly can say I have 0 doctors as clients because I've talked to some, but I'm not good at it because I don't get their industry. I don't understand the trusts that are set up and all the stuff that go with it. Please go to the expert that understands positions and what happens in their industry.